I love the idea of dance on film, but what I really love is films that include these giant dance sequences for seemingly no reason. One strategy that some directors use, which I think is really great, is to open their film with an elaborate dance sequence. One film that does this really effectively is Spike Lee's masterpiece, Do the Right Thing, from 1989. It's provocative, it's rhythmic, it's mesmerizing, and I think it really sets you up for a film that is going to be like a punch to the gut. So another film franchise that uses dance in its opening credits to an incredible effect is Austin Powers' International Man of Mystery. It was big, and you really see this in the opening sequence with this grandiose, giant 1960s set British kind of go-go pop dance sequence. Dance is also very, very present in the next two films, The Spy Who Shagged Me and Goldmember. When I think of directors that use dance really effectively, one name, regardless of whether you like him or hate him, comes up, and that is Quentin Tarantino. He really is the master of these very, very important dance sequences that push the narrative forward. First, in his debut film, Reservoir Dogs from 1992, probably one of the most iconic scenes, dance or otherwise, of the 1990s is Mr. Blonde, played by Michael Madsen, dancing to Stealers Wheels, Stuck in the Middle with You. Now he's dancing, but he's also torturing someone at the same time. So it's such an impressive work of directing and performance on the part of Michael Madsen to take a song that is really cheery and fun and make it terrifying and make it violent.
Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds. Lawrence?
Let's talk about 1989's Batman, directed by Tim Burton. One of the dance sequences I love the most is the Joker dancing in the Gotham Museum after he's poisoned everyone. Throughout this film, Jack Nicholson really uses dance and choreography and body movements to portray just how unpredictable, how terrifying he is. One of my favorite dance sequences of any film is the Coen brothers' The Big Lebowski. This is Jeff Bridges kind of at his greatest. It occurs after his character has been drugged. He hallucinates this whole kind of Busby Berkeley-esque dance sequence called Gutter Balls. You can tell that Jeff Bridges, who is not dancing very well, is having a great time. I also love scenes of terrible dancing. And I think one of the films that has the worst dancing I've ever seen unintentionally is 1983's Scarface, directed by Brian De Palma. He is dancing with his boss's wife, played by Michelle Pfeiffer, and he sucks. She sucks a lot. She's kind of, not connected to him whatsoever. But his dancing is so horrible. It really does set up the character of Tony Montana as not smooth. For as bad as Al Pacino's dancing was in Scarface, I really have to give him credit for 1992's Scent of a Woman, in which he's a character who's blind and he tango dances with Gabrielle Anwar. He really does know how to use his body when it comes to choreography. If you ever wondered if Arnold Schwarzenegger is a good dancer, the film Twins gives you your answer. And it's no, he's not. But I love the dance sequence in Twins between Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger, who are twins, because it's really a moment where Vincent, who is Danny DeVito's character, teaches Arnold Schwarzenegger's character how to dance in a hotel room, how to specifically waltz. And it's such a touching scene that then has its payoff in this great dance sequence with their girlfriends. I do love a sequence that is dance-related where it's supposed to be awkward and embarrassing. One film that I think does this really well is James Cameron's True Lies. We have the character that is played by Jamie Lee Curtis, who is unaware that her husband is a spy. And he is getting back at her by tricking her into thinking she's embroiled in espionage. And not knowing that it's her husband in a hotel room, she has to perform a striptease for him. So as her character is sort of struggling to understand how to use her body, she really proves that this housewife has some moves, and she kind of beats Arnold Schwarzenegger at his own game. Dance between two people or even a whole group of people really is about communication, and it's a non-verbal way to show where your characters are at any given point in a film.
What movie should we explore next? Tell us in the comments and subscribe for more from Hollywood Suite.